Hi everyone, thank you for coming. I'm Ariana Shariatzadeh and I'm going to speak about grit. So what is grit? I'm going to start with the question with who is successful and why. We oftentimes discount ourselves when we see people with a higher IQ or they just seem more naturally gifted. What if I told you that whether you have talent or not, if you have grit, you will succeed? As a young individual, I always had the limiting belief that I couldn't compete with people that have natural talent. But psychologist Angela Duckworth found that where talent counts once, effort counts twice. Grit is important because it's a driver of achievement and success, regardless of what intelligence can contribute. First, I'm gonna talk about what is grit. Next, I will explain to you how does it work. And finally, I will illustrate like a model of how to grow it. Let's get started talking about what is grit. What does grit means? Angela Duckworth in her book Grit defines grit as passion and perseverance towards a long-term meaningful goal. What I mean by passion? I don't mean passion being obsessive or finding something and doing it just because. I mean by passion of having that drive, direction, and commitment. It's the ability to persist on anything without getting bored or finding failure. What I mean by perseverance? Perseverance means to stick with it, not to quit. Angela Duckworth researches indicate that the ability to stick with things are key to success in anything you do. Next, how can we understand grit? How does grit work? Angela Duckworth explains this with a simple formula. Talent times effort equals a skill, and a skill times effort equals achievement. When we apply effort to any base talent, we will get skill. But when we apply effort to the skill we already have, we will get achievement. How can we apply this to our lives? So some people see natural talent and we get like intimidated. We're like, oh, we can never do that, or I think I don't have enough talent for that. But that's not the case. You should know that you are not doomed by your lack of talent. If you put your effort, possibilities are limitless. According to Angela Duckworth, effort consists of finding your goal and then being successful, and it's like a repeating cycle. However, how can we develop grit? How can grit be developed? Angela Duckworth finds that we should first develop an interest and improve it daily. For instance, we have Charles Darwin. He admitted not having quickness of apprehension naturally. To discover the mysteries of natural science, he developed an obsession for finding answers to his question. And by that, we know what is today the theory of evolution. And all of this didn't happen in one day. He was improving it daily. We should aim to improve ourselves daily, to compete with who we were the day before. Also, she says we should remind ourselves why and keep a positive mindset. Angela Duckworth found that people that have a purpose and reflect on why they do what they do, use that as a motivation for every day, and that's their positive mindset, having that purpose in front of you. Neuroscientists show that when you are able to learn something new every day, you will find success in a higher chance, in a higher level. And these are life skills we can all develop. So in conclusion, without grit, talent is just unmet potential. In short, I covered what is grit and how it's connected to passion and perseverance. Then I talk about how it worked. And lastly, I talk about how can we develop it. Being naturally smart and talented are great, but to truly do well and thrive, we need the ability to persevere. And it's with grit that we can find it. To wrap up, I will leave you with my favorite Angela Duckworth quote, which is, "Grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint." Thank you very much and keep on grinding.